I just got this message. I had to get on here and give it to you. You know it's me. You see my background, okay? So, welcome back to the channel at highpriestess.1111. And for readings, I am info.highpriestess1111 at gmail.com. That's info.highpriestess1111 at gmail.com. Everything's in the description and in the what's that place up there? Bio. Somewhere out there in space, but you got it right here in the description. You guys, I felt like this message, if you build it, they will come. So I just felt like if I got on here, and yes, exactly showing the face, I covered my crown today. And Sarah's just saying, tell them a little bit about yourself. A little something about me. What do you want me to tell them? A little something about me is I feel like I've been doing this a lot lately. Some of y'all getting ready for the main stage. You're gonna be telling people who you are. You're gonna be introduced, and it's like, let me tell you a little bit about so and so. Let me tell you a little bit. Spirit's like, tell them a little bit about more who you are. So for those of you who don't know me, you should know your readers. You should trust your readers. You should feel led and guided to your readers. Okay, I've had this gift on me my whole life. I'm 44. That's significant. I know a lot of readers, and my birthday is 11/11. Okay, thank you for covering, Spirit. My birthday is 11/11. 11/11. 11/11. I am your sign. So if you see me, I am your sign. I am the walking embodiment of 11/11. And so that is significant. That is very significant. So it took me a long time. That's why I'm High Priestess 11/11. I know I'm a High Priestess. Every time I try to say I'm something else, Spirit always corrects me and says, no, High Priestess. And you better stand on business. Somebody is going to be elevated into, you have so much more coming than you know. And you didn't see this coming. You have so much more. There's so much more that you know, and you didn't see this coming. That's what Spirit gave me when I was creating this. And I just do screenshots of, you see the lion on my screensaver, and I'll post that as my picture, my thumbnail sometimes, because it has the time, and these are angel numbers, so I got 1144. A lot of times I see that often. So Spirit's, okay, I put the thumbnail up there, and Spirit's like, tell me more about you so you can understand why 1144 is significant to me. So 1144 is my divine time. I know when I see that they're saying you're okay. It's happening now for me. So somebody's getting their sign that it's happening now. Somebody's getting a sign that it's happening now for them. You're going to be in rooms where you're going to have to tell them a little bit more about yourself. Tell me more. People are going to be like, tell me more about you. I'm interested. I'm fascinated knowing you just came out of nowhere, but you've been in the trenches, baby. They didn't see you. They wasn't with you shooting in the gym at 4 o'clock in the morning. It's really giving that. And so, it's like, I ain't come out of nowhere. I got it out the mud. It's given very much so. I got it out the mud. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm hood and corporate, okay? I'm also a boy mom. Um, and so when I show these messages about relationships coming in, it's for me too, because I am divorced since 2013. And recently, not recently, a few months out of a thing, right? And so I call protection over me and the collective spirit. Anybody who comments, likes, shares, subscribes to this video is protected. For anything that I'm speaking of on this video, you are protected, you all the days of your life, because there are people who want what you got so bad. There are people who just, they was not with you shooting in the gym, baby, but they just want to show up and be like, well, how you just gonna leave your family out in the cold like that? The same way y'all left me out in the cold. Mind your business. It's firm, not rude, not mean. And hi Norma. Hi Norma, welcome to the live. Y'all make sure y'all, thank you for liking the live, whoever's here. I ain't even paid attention to who on here, because Spirit's like, get this message out. I haven't been live in maybe a week or so. I'm intuitively led to come here. When I come here, it's like, okay, you got something to say today, go tell them. And I'm not a workhorse. Somebody needs to hear that. You don't have to show up and perform like you at corporate anymore. Oh my gosh, you're inconsistent. Well, I'm led by the spirit. There's no time in the spirit realm. There's only time in the 3D. The 5D things are abstract. It's like a thought and a moment. A thought and a moment. There's no time. You either are or you aren't. You're either here or you're there. There's no gradual. You collapse timelines in quantum physics and things like that. So things work abstractly up there and linear down here on a timeline. And so you might feel like you're on a timeline, and then something from the 5D comes down and cuts your plans. It's like you get moving, I can do something with you, because when you get to this point, I can cut your plans and your time in half. Spirit is showing me. I can cut your time in half. I can cut your time in half. I can bring an abstract concept of what you think your future looks like to meet you right now, before you even feel qualified, before you go viral, before this, before that, before that. I don't have to wait to get to the end of whatever process you think you got to go through to come down and change it all. I can bring that reality to you right like this. That's significant for somebody. And I'm staring at my keyboard. I got the phone propped up on my keyboard. I got JK. I am going to bring out some tarot and my index cards in a moment. But Spirit is really putting this message on me like, girl, you show up, we got something to say. Spirit's like, we got something to say. And so, I feel you're ready to receive. And I feel tension here in my chakra at the base of my neck and my head that could have been under attack for a lot of people. I feel it. I feel it like it's stiff all of a sudden. When I come on here and channel messages, I cover my crown because it gets stiff. Because I know people are sending attacks, but no weapon formed against me shall prosper, because I am divinely protected and covered all the days of my life. You don't know who I am in the spirit, but y'all about to find out real soon, because everything's going to be cut in half. So you don't have to wait to get to the end. Oh, well, you've made it to graduation day. Now we can bless you. No. You're getting it right now. That is very significant for somebody. So that's given very much so. I bet you this eight of wands come out on us tonight. The Eight of Wands gonna come out because it's coming in fast. Spirit's like, I'm cutting your timeline in half. You're the emperor, you're the empress, and you don't have to wait that long. You might have been held over in a Nine of Pentacles energy, where you just minding your business and tending to your business in the Eight of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles, because you decided to walk in your purpose and focus on your path. Whether you have a 9 to 5, you still working with Spirit to co-create something outside of that job, right? Because you gotta pay them bills. You like to eat. Food tastes real good. The hunger feels real bad. So do what you gotta do in this season. However, Spirit is like, you're co-creating, and I can make that thing take off faster than you know. We don't have to do this. I just need this level of commitment from you. Spirit don't really need you to do nothing. Spirit just needs to know you at a point where you ain't gonna turn around and run back to nothing that's gonna mess up the plan. That's the thing. Spirit is just, you got to get to a point where it can happen here because you ready. Not because something outside of you is ready. Something inside of you is finally ready. I'm hearing the timer, like a little timer when you're baking cakes, the little white timers that you can have on the counter. And it's like, ting! And Spirit's like, okay, you're done. He's like, that was fast. And so you know how you kid and you so bad, like you better not do it while your grandmama baking that cake, though. You will get that spoon on your hand. You mess with the timer. And Spirit is like, okay, you want to sit there and play with it. Turn it on and then make it go real fast and ding. Spirit is doing that to you. So whatever you've been working on, whatever you was doing, Spirit is like, I can turn this timer and make it go off right now. You don't have to wait the full 3 years or the full 5 years. You're done now. So it's like Spirit turned on a 10-year timer for you. For me, it was an 8-year timer. Shit, we could say 44 at this point. So Spirit turned on the timer for you, and you've been looking at something over the past 8 to 10 years. And you might feel like a late bloomer, but there were some experiences you needed to have, and a certain place of peace you had to get to in yourself. And I'm seeing the Hermit card energy also, where you had to isolate, get on board with the plan. We got the plan. We working the plan. I'm out here working the plan. And you think you're going to have to execute it this way, get it out there roughly. Spirit's like, nope, sting, you're done. Okay, here's some help. get everything nice and professional, and here's some money. It's like your ships have just come in. I'm also seeing the Three of Wands. So we are going to, I'm going to shuffle a little bit on these index cards. Hermit, didn't I tell y'all? Hermit came out in reverse. Hermit came out in reverse. That means you're done. Spirit is like, you coming out of hermit mode. You coming out of hermit mode. And ancient is relevant as well. It was in reverse, but and theft. So somebody used to be in a past life an ancient being, so you're an old soul, and you're not gonna feel any more theft. Is what I'm getting. So alignment. So it's like everything that was done is being undone. Hermit mode. Your ancient identity. That's why I identify as a priestess, because I know I'm an ancient being. I know what I've done in many lifetimes. And so if you all need any kind of healing, I have a how to take a spiritual bath ebook. Also, I have a Glamour Magic ebook for women who need to pick themselves up. It's affirmations you can print out and cut up, or you can just handwrite them in cursive and put them in a little jar from Dollar Tree or something. Some of you got laying around the house, and just pull one out each day. Get yourself back on track. So things like that are available. Just email me and say, hey, what ebooks you got available? Or, you know, they're 11.11. It's only 22.22 for Glamour Magic, because it's a book, it's a journal, and it's some strips, you know, the affirmation strips that you can actually use. So it's a full toolkit. So theft is in reverse. So everything that people been stealing from you, they say, I was raised Christian, y'all. My grandfather was a pastor. He died in 2013. He's one of my spirit guides now. So I do speak that way. Like, I do use a lot of Christian terminology. That's how I was raised, but I'm not religious. I know the Jesus they talk about is me. My Christ consciousness, my crown, everything, okay? You are Jesus. The Bible is telling you Jesus, and there's somebody trying to get you to think that power is outside of you, that power is within you. You are directly connected to your source. Your creator, the universe, is directly connected to you. Ain't no middleman. So I also have Community Sovereign for women who know that about themselves, and my course Align, to get you aligned to walking in your purpose. All those things are available. So, you know, comment below interested, or email me, okay? Or click the link in the bio. You have access to all of that. And so alignment came out. I'm standing on business with this course. I have a whole methodology and framework that just came into view this week, and now I can promote it. And what came up behind that, y'all? LLC. Somebody's business idea that they've been co-creating with Spirit. We're all a collective, so we all going through this. That's why you're drawn to me. Your LLC came out upright. That business, while everything else was falling apart, that business finna set things right. You coming out of hermit mode, and your business about to set things right. I got Couch to 5K behind that. That's an app that gets you training for marathons. But it's also, you finna go from sitting on the couch, sitting in the house, being in hermit mode, to having like $5,000 days, not $5,000 months. Spirit is saying $5,000 days. 555. You might be a life path number 5 like me, or a Scorpio like me. Death, rebirth, transformation. 5s are about change and tower moments, and so that's a huge thing. Project. So that's all I'm gonna pull on those. We're about to pull some tarot on this, and I won't be before you long. I sound like a preacher, don't I? When I was young, I was like, ooh, I can't. I knew my calling when I was 19, and then I got pregnant, and Spirit spoke to me and said, what if it happens later in life? And I'm 44, and now things are happening to where I'm no longer in corporate. I no longer identify as an employee, or I've been an entrepreneur for the past 4 years. It's had its ups and downs, but I've been also on a purpose-led journey, my dark night of the soul, my trials of Job. That's why I can coach women. I coach men too, but I feel led to build things for women because I can relate to what we've been through, and how they'll have a woman standing in line at a homeless shelter where everybody she's taken into her home don't want her there no more. I can relate to those things. 3-3. Thank y'all for liking the live, and thank you for anybody who subscribed. So 10 of Swords energy is in reverse. So Spirit is like, for anybody who felt like the world's forgotten about you, just watching everybody live their best life. You at home laying down like everything is fine. You watching everybody elevate on the internet. You watching the crooked people who did you bad do well. You watching a lot of things. Feeling like, when is it gonna be my turn? I can relate. And Spirit is saying, I was cultivating you in a different way while they out there acting a fool and showing their ass and doing whatever they doing. I had you on a different plan, on a different path, and you didn't get invited to the party because you don't do coke, and it was gonna be one of them Diddy parties after midnight. So I didn't want you out there with them like that. There were people you protected from and kept away from because they were not your tribe. These people do some wicked things, and they will smile and be like, no shade to anybody and what they do as an adult, legally as an adult. However, you on a different plan, a different path, and these people are energy vampires to you. They will siphon your energy if you go be around them. So yes, spirit had you in the house, like everything is fine, but now you're coming out the house. So this 10 of swords is like you coming out of hermit mode. You coming out of watching the world on the internet and being in your head about what you going through. Now you finna be out among people, like them swords falling out, them them thoughts coming out of your head, and you finna put that phone down. You finna walk out in the world, and people finna see you. And to prove it, the 6 of Swords came out. You are definitely going somewhere. You're about to venture out into the great, the great beyond. You're about to go somewhere new. You're moving. 17th or 18th could be significant. You're moving. Page of Swords was right behind it. All these swords energy. So this is definitely about your Christ consciousness, about your connection to the source, about all the things in your cerebral, your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions. This is your voice, whatever you're meant to share with the world, whatever art form or medium you're meant to get it out in. This is about your voice. This is about as above, so below. Like what you think is, that's what you finna do. And spirit feel like you going through all your awakenings. The death card is in reverse. That's Scorpio energy. You've gone through enough awakenings. You're done. You good for now. You good for now. Spirit is giving me you good for now. Hi, the 7th sun. Let me get through this real quick and I'll answer your question. But go ahead and type it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and like the live. Before y'all ask anything, make sure y'all do them 2 things. That is good housekeeping and keeping things in good order. 4 of Wands as well. So we finally got a Wands energy. So it's like you transitioning from co-creating with the divine. That's all these swords that are happening. So Page of Swords is like you moving, and Page of Swords is like you about to do it now. Page of Swords is like I'm ready. And then Spirit is like, okay, yeah, you are ready. You've gone through enough rebirths and transformations to know this, okay? And so this is the 4 of Wands coming out. The 4 of Wands, which is love is coming. I'm getting Monica's song, I got love all over me. I see your question. And baby, look, why the Tower and this 1111 is serious and Scorpio energy and me bringing it. Because the Death card is Scorpio energy. The Tower card is also Scorpio energy. You a Scorpio, your life just gets shaken up over and over again. You're like, when are we done? I'm tired of going through awakenings. This is hard. Y'all. The Tower. It's gonna be some what's that Biggie song? Some slow cars and some sad singing and some flower bringing. Some sad singing and some flower bringing. Spirit is giving the real death card on this one. Somebody done did too much. A lot of people will send you spiritual attacks. They will go in their little closet at night in their bedroom or do a little something over the food or watch you mumble a little something, be chanting stuff while you falling asleep. If you share a bed with them, you be sleeping with the enemy too, babe. I did that. Wait till y'all heard my story. I was sleeping with the enemy. That's why I've been faceless for a while, because I did some things to heal myself. I shaved my head, y'all. And so, I don't play about spiritual warfare. If spirits say this is what you need to do, you need to let go of vanity. You need to let go of everything. You need to submit, surrender, and fast and pray. And I shaved my head. My hair's grown back now. It's like a low haircut. But I don't play. When somebody sends an attack against me that deep, we letting go of everything. I don't need this world. I don't need this world like that. I don't need no vanity. I don't need no hair. I'm me without the hair. The gift's in me, not on me. Ain't no piece of hair gonna stand in between me and my sanity. So you see what I'm saying? So that's that Five of Wands energy. You've been fighting for your life. Someone's like, I ran for my life. So that Five of Wands is like, it's twofold. This is given from a distance. People don't know if y'all was into it or you was training. So people didn't know how bad it was. Thanks for the subscription. I got your question after this reading. I'm gonna get to you at the end. People didn't know how bad it was with the people that you were the people that were doing attacks against you. They couldn't tell. You made it look good. You made it look like a dance. You made it look like you were transitioning and flowing through it when you was probably going through hell on the inside and doing things like I had to do, right? Okay. But Spirit is saying, just like that Four of Wands came in, your collaborations are coming in as well. You're going to be continuing to procreate the divine, and even someone on this earth. And the King of Swords came in right behind that. And we got a Page of Cups. So, and dang, the King of Wands is behind that one too. And it's going to make up for all those Five of Cups moments I saw behind that as well, y'all. And I'm telling you, I'm telling you. Life is about to be so good based on what I'm seeing in these cards and what the message. I might give y'all a message and describe it to you. Spirit also gives me a vision and a feeling. What I'm visualizing and feeling is like overwhelmed, just completely overwhelmed. The Wheel of Fortune just came out. The Wheel of Fortune just came out. And you don't see it coming. It came in reverse. It came to you in a way that you was like, and that King of Wands is like, you're going to acknowledge me. So there's a male who's going to step up and for a divine feminine. And this Five of Swords is like Five of Cups. Is like, turn around. You got a new life. So don't be worried about your past. Turn around and embrace your future because love is coming in. And so Spirit is like, also don't be skeptical of it because the Seven of Pentacles is also like you see it, but you don't know if you can trust it. So it's like, this is the one you can trust because there's been so many times in the past. This is that Ten of Swords in reverse. Remember, you're Ten of Swords in reverse now. Don't worry about those things. The same cards keep coming up. The same cards, y'all. So this Nine of Swords energy, you coming out of that because it's time for your Ten of Pentacles season. And also your Six of Cups, where you're surrounded by your tribe and you're loving. You've done the inner work and healed. So you coming out of survival mode because I saw that Four of Pentacles on the bottom, and Spirit's like I said at the beginning, Spirit's finna cut that timeline in half. Or however long you thought it was gonna take you to build something, it's not gonna take that. Spirit's like, I didn't need you to go all the way with doing all these steps and building something outside of you. I needed you to build something inside of you that I could work with. Spirit wants you to build something inside of you that Spirit can work with. Spirit wants your heart to change, wants your identity to change. Spirit wants you to get reconciled with self. Get out of this broken heart mentality. Reconcile with self. Like, confirmation, Bert. Capricorn energy in reverse with this devil. Let go of your devils and your demons. Do the inner work. People think there's so much that they need to do physically. Here go our, to wrap this up, here go our Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands. Spirit is telling me to pull some more index cards. Pull some more index cards. So, yeah. So, what 10-10? Somebody could be seeing 10-10. This is a beginning. That means something is finally closed out. This coincides with Wheel of Fortune. I know the camera's in reverse. So 0101 can also look like a reset. A reset in computer language. Oil, that means you're protected and covered. Protected and covered. And oil is protected and covered so your abundance can flow in as well. Emotional, you're going to be so emotional feeling like this. And it's going to happen before November 21st. So before the fall. So somewhere in that prime. Got better, y'all. Got Ghosts in reverse. So you are no longer going to be like watching over your back. And then what we get? High priestess. High priestess. Oh my gosh. Marriage. Marriage. And Dallas is at the bottom. That could be significant and motivated for somebody. So, what I was gonna say, y'all. The biggest thing here is that you know you're in alignment with it. Like you've done the inner work. I think that a lot of us feel like we haven't accomplished enough physically to get a certain thing, or it's not our time yet, that there's more to do. No, it's about who you are being. It's time to be. It's not time to do, it's time to be. It's time to be reconciled with your higher self, listening, being the Christ on the earth, being the second coming of Christ, being the wearing the crown, wearing the crown. It's about the second coming. So it's about you coming into alignment with your higher self and the divine plan over your life. It's about being in alignment. It's not about how much you did for your business. Because Spirit could send you one person, a strategist in, who will do it all for you. You don't need to do anything other than be in alignment with who you're called to be. Be in alignment with who you're called to be. Right now, this is me being in alignment with who I'm called to be by showing up on here for y'all to do this spread. Eye of Ra. And yeah, Eye of Ra. My name is Show Night Ra. SHONITRA. And I don't even think my father knew what he was doing when he gave me that name. A lot of y'all don't really know y'all names. As far as I'm meant to show what's done, I'm meant to bring light to what's done in the life. I'm meant to be the one who exposes things. That's why I'm 11:11. I'm born on 11:11. I hear that heavy high priestess energy. I am who I am. I'm 44, so it's time now. A lot of people, and I was shown that when I was young. So I know who I am. I know I'm the Eye of Ra. So that's going to be significant. Some people trauma bond and wedding. So it's like you have a karmic and a divine counterpart. And so over the years, so many people have tried to trauma bond with me. They may try to trauma bond with you into before I was awakened to who I am. Confirmation, they want that throat chakra. And this wedding is coming. Ain't no trauma bond gonna be associated with this wedding. Spirit, and I saw go for it beneath that. Y'all, Spirit is like, this is, I've been talking for 28 minutes. The whole reading been going for 20. I went, and these ghosts. Spirit is saying these ghosts are coming up. These ghosts. We're in a retrograde right now, I believe, to the end of July. And so a lot of people are going to be coming out to increase the overflow and release, just like these 8 of Wands, like August. So this whole month is getting better and better and better. And it's a lot of buildup to the harvest season. We're in a new age. We're in the age of Aquarius. We're in the year of the fire horse, right? So we're going to do another 20-year, age of Aquarius or whatever. And so I got my laptop on the stool. I'm just sliding the phone around on the laptop, whatever's comfortable, right? Y'all, and I'm going to do a Q&A. I will post that, a thumbnail for when it's going to be scheduled, probably tomorrow evening, but you guys can send in for those Q&As. Is 11:11 for a Q&A, but for the people who are on here right now, I will answer the first 3 questions I see in the comments, but I'm going to do a Q&A tomorrow, and I'll post when, so just do the notification thing. And I'm doing these, I feel led to do 3 right now, but the rest will be 11:11 tomorrow. You can send in early, and make sure you comment your screen name, and send me email me your question, right? Pay and email me the question, or just show up and ask your question, and I'll know. And so I'm going to start doing more of those. I'm building up my following over here, and I will show up when I felt led to show up over here. And now I feel like I'm going to be showing up more often over here. Like water. I saw the Queen of Cups in reverse under that Eight of Wands. And so Spirit is saying, go with the flow and trust your intuition. Don't overgive also. Going with the flow, you will not overgive. You will give just enough. You'll listen. You'll trust. You'll know when to pull back. A story of a young lady I pulled up beside when I was staying in Fort Worth, Texas. I lived in Dallas for 3 years, and part of that time was in Fort Worth. I pulled up next to her, and my job got canceled. I was doing brand ambassador. I was doing some samples, and they didn't have enough product for samples. I said, do I want taco or McDonald's French fries? So I went and got French fries. Spirit was like, go to get the French fries. And I was praying in the car. I just felt like praying in the car, y'all. And this guy asked me for $1, saying I got no cash, and he bumped the car while I was praying. And it startled me. I looked at him like, rude. And Spirit was like, go to McDonald's. And I saw a young lady. She looked like she was 12, but she's probably like 20 something. She had a 1 or 2 year old daughter living in her car. And I said, not on my watch. Something rose up in me, and I said, she's not going to be homeless after this. I said, I'm going to do anything. I'm staying with a roommate at the time, going through my dark night of the soul. But I said, I can do something. I can do something. I saw her, and I said, then I don't want to watch. So I said, knocked on her car window. I was like, hey, she was changing the baby's clothes in the car. All their stuff was piled up in there. I said, hey, you coming in anytime soon, or you just sitting here? And she's like, I'm gonna be in there in a minute. I said, okay, great, I'll see you inside. And so Spirit just told me, guided me the whole way, don't pay for her food. She walked up, she got them something to eat, she paid for it just fine. And then she went and sat in the back, and I was pretty much done with my food. And I went back there and I said, hey, I'm Coach Shawnee, I'm a life coach. I mentor a lot of young women and, life coaches as well. I would love to hear your story if you're open. I kind of saw what you had going on in the car. What's going on? And I said, maybe I can help. I got a lot of friends down here. Maybe I can help. I was a part of a lot of Facebook groups, and I used to host events when I first got there. That's when I was in party mode and still at corporate. I was hosting events all over Dallas. And baby, I was outside. Baby, I was outside. Okay, a time was had. A dress was bought every weekend. Okay, they thought I was rich. Had the BMW, had all the things. But if y'all see my other story, The Dark Night of the Soul, everything got stripped from me. Spirit's like, you finna lose it all. And the last piece I had to let go was vanity, right? Before my restoration came back in. So, I was down there in Dark Night of the Soul mode, hermit mode, learning the lesson. My North Node is the only line that runs through Texas, y'all. So it was time for me to awaken and ascend, right? So, she told me, and I said, hey, so I got some friends. Would you mind if I share your information with them? Because I was a part of multiple Facebook groups in Dallas. And so I had shared her information with 2 groups. One of them, I was crying, and it was a video. And I was like, I just cannot bear to see this young lady homeless. And one group, didn't post the video at all. Admin didn't allow it. I was like, can y'all help her? It was a black women's group in Dallas, like Black Moms of Dallas or North Dallas or something. They didn't post it. They didn't say nothing. And then I went to this other group where we kick it and have fun. But guess what? She didn't post a video, but she made it a post where I was anonymous, and who was being helped was anonymous, just a description. And the whole group rallied around. They offered her things, hotel rooms, bedding, everything her and the baby needed. And she's like, well, y'all, I don't think she could use none of that. They took over and just got her taken care of. Fast forward 3 months after that, I show up at the picnic. I see them probably a month before the picnic, and I'm a brand ambassador at the time, so I got all these alcohol samples in my car, in my trunk of my BMW, and I'm like, or was it in my friend's room or something? I used to get them all the liquor for the party, for the picnics that they would have at the park when I had, for that time period I was there. So we had a decent rapport. I was like, here, y'all take all this stuff, because I don't even drink at this point. So, and I got a lot of people on today who were going through their dark night of the soul, like doing a brand ambassador, because it was like $30 an hour. And a lot of people of color didn't know about that. And so, I was getting people put on so they could have some income while they was going through it. So many people, y'all, I had to tell about that and other things. I'm a very resourceful person. Being a psychic has its benefits, right? So we had a decent rapport, but I show up at the picnic. I get off on one of my brand ambassador gigs, and I'm just so happy to be on that side of town in Dallas, because I was staying in Fort Worth with a friend, and I had went by the picnic, and I said, let me stop by her. And y'all, I don't even eat meat or nothing. So it's like me going to these types of events is just to see people. So, and maybe eat a few sides or a dessert. And so she was like, oh, I forgot to tell you an update on, so and so. I was like, oh, what happened? Because I've called her since then and she never answered the phone. And that day at McDonald's, I only gave her $10 so she can get milk for the baby that night. That was it. Spirit was like, that's enough. You've done enough. And so when I put her information in these groups, and that one group responded, and you think it's a group of black moms that's gonna help this girl, they didn't even acknowledge it. They didn't even do nothing. And it be the people you least expect. The people I was partying and drinking with stepped up and helped her out. So don't judge nobody's lifestyle, is what Spirit is saying. People hold on to religion and judge people so much. But you got to think community ain't perfect, and nobody in all them stories in the Bible was perfect when they was helping people. They was just what somebody needed at that time. More people got to go stay with somebody in a poorer place than they did when they had a bigger place with extra bedrooms. They wasn't taking nobody in. Okay, so she's like, let me give you an update on so and so. Yeah, my stories be loaded. It be so many side quests. She's like, she's staying with one of the women in the group. She had an extra bedroom. All she really needed was some life skills, and she should be out by the end of July. This was early June. And I was like, wow. Thank y'all so much. So it probably would have been 5 months by then or something like that. No, it was April when I found this young lady. And so she finally picked up the phone for them. She had a job. She had a car. Her family had put her out. She was so tiny and small, and I just felt bad. And she's out here in the streets with this baby. So between her family and the baby daddy's family, nobody was taking this girl in. Look at y'all. Come over here for tarot. Get a bonus story time. Shani does the most for y'all. Okay. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe and contribute to the channel. Y'all can donate to one of my links. My digital business card down there. So even if it's like $1 or $2, I will gladly, it'll come back to you tenfold. I do this full time, like I told y'all, and also do personal readings. So you can inquire about those, and y'all can email me about anything. Y'all can email me about anything. I don't just show up as your reader and be like, I'm a celebrity, don't talk to me. No, y'all can email me about anything. I don't, if you can't pay all the time, I don't always charge. People need people for stuff. And I know I'm called to do this, not for rich people. And so, I'm going to get to these 3 questions. Y'all, I was so glad to hear that somebody had taken her in and was just getting her back on her feet in life and teaching her something. And so I was just like, that's so invaluable. Like, who would imagine it would be that good? Spirit is saying, you probably showing up in people's lives feeling like you struggling. There's something you can do. The other week I was at the ER. I was getting over something. I'm just making sure it's all the way gone because I felt a little paranoid about it. But they put me at ease that day. Y'all, they drugged me the hell up. I was drugged up so bad on whatever they gave me, all these antihistamines and sleeping stuff, just like put her to sleep. I felt spiritual about that. Spirit like, just go lay down. And I could barely walk. They gave me so much like allergy medicine. While I was sitting there, y'all, was a lady trying to figure out where she was gonna go when she left the ER, a black woman. And looked perfectly fine, had a suitcase and a bag. And I'm hearing her call shelters from the emergency room. I'm like, my God, my spirit now, what we gonna do? Here Shani is yet again overhearing somebody's homeless. I was like, so what we gonna do? I can't bring her home, but what resources do I have? And so I remembered a program called Swim for Women. Get you in the house and let you pay a low monthly rent to rent a room, and they provide everything in the house. And I've gone to the movies with the founder of this program. She owns the house and runs the thing and everything. And I've talked to these women, and I was like, oh, I could send her that because she still had a cell phone. Thank you so much. Was it Untamed King Without? Okay, Untamed King Without Thrones. Yeah, I do what I can. If it's somebody sitting in front of me going through something, I'm gonna figure out something. It's just me. Imagine how many people Spirit told to help you, and they just sitting there watch you struggle. Spirit, I've gotten so many messages over the past few months where I've been going through this dark night of soul for the past 3 years, which ended in December when it started, December 2022, right? Probably longer than that. But I feel like since then I've been coming out of it. I ain't stayed with my family or nothing. Cause y'all, I had the corporate career 16 years. I had all the nice SUVs, one after another after another. Was single most of the time. I got divorced in 2013. I just had to get out the mud because my kids wasn't gonna accept no excuses when they was hungry. I kept that job. I did Uber after work. I was doing hair on the clock. I had people come to the house getting their hair braided. Like I was hustling. I'm from the hood though. That's what I seen, hustle. They wouldn't get no corporate job opportunities in the hood on the north side of St. Louis. So I just knew how to hustle. And so I had a corporate job and I was hustling. And I just knew how to use my gifts. I was cooking live on Facebook every day and people was buying plates off of me or asking me to cater dishes and stuff like that. Fruit salads and because I like to do little fancy pineapple tops on my fruit salad and I do fruit salad kebabs and keep the pineapple tops in there and kind of run them into it. The core, it's a thing. It is a nice thing, and my extra juices and stuff I put on top of the fruit salad be fire. That kitchen magic, baby. That's kitchen magic. And so when y'all see that blonde hair in, that's that glamour magic. I know how to wheel my way through this planet. We're meant to do that. And so somewhere along the line, somebody tried to trap us inside of religion and put a cap, a suppression on your crown to where you not using your magic on this earth no more. You're not just walking and flowing and freely like letting it all happen. Like this Eight of Wands is showing me like a staff, like how Moses could use his staff to part the water. You're not using your magic no more, so you feel trapped in jobs and you bogged down. You're not looking up to the sun anymore. Go outside, put your feet in the grass, and look up to the sun at least 10 minutes a day, right? This guy was showing your workout should be you almost like you climbing a tree, but just holding yourself onto the tree. It's gonna work out your whole body. He is ripped. So I kind of believe him on that, but I ain't ready to go out here with them bugs in that tree. Um, the point is, y'all, how many times has somebody been told to help you and they ignored it and you needed some help? Don't be that person when somebody get put in front of you. Don't be that person when somebody get put in front of you. Because I know. Spirit said, I'm going to call on all these people. All the rumors come from the hood straight. Yeah, those were, get humble about what it made us who we are. You right about that. You right about that. Worked every moment. The stuff I saw, we had to chase a crackhead down the street because he stole my sister's bike. Baby. For real. Like, we was sitting across the street. The bike was on the porch. Her daddy just bought her that bike. Because my sister got dead and my brother got severed dead. And we saw him. He ran off the side of the porch on that bike. We all jumped up and ran across the street and had a hand on the seat of the bike. We was chasing this crackhead hard down the street. He got away. He got away. But you don't have stories like that growing up in the suburbs. We was the typical little, ghetto community. Everybody looks out for each other. The lady who ran a daycare out of her basement down the street, she used to host a carnival, like a block party once a year. We had that to look forward to. We go outside, ride our bikes all over the city, go to the big park up at Fairgrounds on Grand and Natural Bridge. My mama ain't never let us swim in that pool because she says glass at the bottom of that pool, and we wasn't allowed to go swimming. But we did a lot of things. Crackheads keep you on your toes in the hood. That's how you learn spiritual protection. Protect your things. You learned in the hood. Somebody gonna steal your stuff. Some people used to tell me stories about growing up in, like my stepfather said, growing up in their house, at his cousins' houses and stuff like that. Or when he got older, a bunch of them staying in one apartment. You better sleep with your clothes up under your head type stuff. Like somebody gonna take your stuff. So it's like these situations prepare you for later in life. Like I know how to peep somebody who hustling, scheming, moving too fast, talking too fast, trying to get everybody like, oh, hey so and so, hey so and so. I see you. And I don't say nothing because they look at me when her in. I look young, and people don't know what I got behind all of this. They don't know. They don't know I be done peep the whole room. You ain't finna play in my face. No. I'll be like, it's affirmed. No. Let me get y'all questions real quick because I appreciate y'all being on here. The seventh son, you probably catch this on playback. I don't know if he's still here. What do your angels want you to know? Keep going. And I saw no and I saw bow. Don't bow out. Keep going. Your angels want you to know that. Yep, yellow is my aura color. I have a golden aura. The golden goddess. The sun rises. Just know that west is east, east is west, north is south, south is north. It ain't what they told you. It's what they don't want you to know. So, do business. Do business, Shreya. Do business. You will never go wrong. Even if you, I think that what Spirit is showing me, I don't think nothing I know. The other opportunities of distraction is going to distract you. Do business. Do business. We're in the season of do business because Spirit is going to accelerate whatever you put your hands to. Have faith that your life going to take off and you don't start a business. You can't guarantee. There's karma for the CEO of the business you work for. That's the business they put their hands to. Do you want to go put yourself in somebody else's energy, or you going to ask Spirit to bless your own? You know what you got coming if you start your own. You don't know what that CEO done did or what anybody up the chain got to repent for or pay up for. And you might be on the tailwind of it, trying to ride somebody else's dream and get that job. And it's also a show of faith. Do I trust Spirit, the divine, the universe to co-create with me? Pray about, ask for confirmation on what to do next as far as making money is concerned. The right job or the right opportunity will align while you build something, or whatever they tell you to build may take off for you quicker than you know. And it, you know, a lot of entrepreneurs have those breakthrough moments, but they had to grind it out, sweat it out a little bit. And I just believe we're in a society where people couldn't do the 3.5 years I just did. You wouldn't have survived it. People couldn't do what I just did. I'm extreme. But I'm also from the hood. And I chase crackheads down the street for bikes. I deal with a lot of things. I heard I had to live with roaches, go to sleep knowing rats is in the room, stuff like that. I had to do a lot of things people wouldn't do. I was raised in it. So, you know, you have a clean house and just in a raggedy building and deal with them kind of things. So, we got that poker face. Yeah, because it's in me. My granny used to be like that. My granny and my grandfather, they my spirit guys. They parent me from the great beyond. When shit started getting knocked over, I know my granddaddy in that room. He started knocking it over. Like, you can't trust someone, so I'm getting knocked. I be like, let me shut up. Let me shut up. You making music seems like that's where it's at for me. I have this and done work, 14 years of healing. Our spirit have put a woman in my life that's on my level to wow. That's what's up. Recognize her as your spiritual guide. She's gonna be your closest to source. Pour into her as your, honestly, she is your living altar in your life. A woman is a living altar. The womb is an altar. This is where you get your connection to the spirit realm. That's your altar. She's your connection to the divine. That's why that book says a man who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from God, from the cosmos, from the universe. You get divine favor. Finds a good thing and obtains divine favor. Country Wayne, I like that he walk around just giving women money. We're going to wrap this up in about 10 minutes. It's going to be at an hour. And I'm going to make my salad. I done boiled my eggs. I'm going to make me a nice little salad with some cheese. And did me a little Walmart grocery order today. And y'all can donate to this channel with the link in the description so I can order more groceries. Okay? I ain't buy no potatoes. But anyway, Country Wayne give women money. He said he just give it to them. He just give it to them. He want favor with as many women as possible. And if money gonna make their life a little easier, he got it. He giving it to them. That's how he feel. So a stingy man, you will find that he does not have a lot of favor. And people don't, they look, this is money. It's paper. It came from trees just like these index cards, right? Voodoo. Return to sender and sober, y'all. YouTube. I'm telling you, money, paper money is no different than these index cards. Gold has real value. Paper money is mimicking gold. We're going to create enough pieces of paper to account for how much gold we have. You can never do that. How you putting value on gold? It's a natural resource you cannot recreate. So something that's naturally created by our source for this planet, somebody create a fake version of it and say, y'all gonna play with the monopoly money, the paper money, and give us the gold, and we'll hold it in the Federal Reserve. Trading your gold here. Trading your gold here. They give us the real valuable stuff, and we're going to issue out y'all some monopoly money, and we're going to have people selling their soul to keep some monopoly money. I got monopoly money. Go trade your monopoly money in for its weight in gold, worth its weight in gold, and see what they give you. Her side and hers. You treat yourself. You deserve it. Yes. I'm telling y'all. So we can go down a rabbit hole with these things. So this is what y'all can really expect from my channel for the most part, is that I am an oracle. I will channel messages. I will pull out some cards occasionally, or most of the time, because I do have this listed as a tarot channel. So we will get into the cards. I don't need cards. It's in me, not on me. It's in me, not in these cards. These are nice little pictures. But should nobody be before you doing no messages and they can't give you a message without a card? You pull your own cards. But when Spirit speaks to me, I hear very clearly that's something the cards can't show me. So I can see beyond anything. These cards. So I'm saying now. Relocate. Billionaire. Relocate. Relocate fell out again. Look how it fell in my hand. I'm shuffling, and just relocate. And then on the back, now. So Spirit is saying it's time to go now. So significance is this 8 of Wands. Is somebody's moving now. Somebody is moving. I said the 17th, 18th is significant. It might not take that long. By the 17th to 18th, you could be doing your change of address and already have moved between now and then. That was true for me last year on the 17th of July. My 1 year anniversary in Atlanta is July 1st. This past July 1st. I moved here a year ago. Like, just up and left. Nobody knew where I was going. Nobody cared where I was going. They didn't care if I jumped off a bridge or if I was sleeping under one. They did not care. And I left my hometown, St. Louis. And so I say that to say that could be significant for somebody. It might be that 6 of Swords emotional move, but you got to move. You got to move. For me, this is a happy move if one should come up. I don't like to talk too much about myself with what's coming up for me, but I will give y'all the collective. So this went way longer than I thought. Spirit was like, girl, you ain't said nothing in a few days. We had to get it all out right now. We had to speak through you right now. Somebody needed to hear this message. Whenever you see my messages, they are timeless. You see them when you need to see them. When you have summoned me forward, I will come. I will show up. You will see it. Okay? And I told y'all my email's there. You can book with me for a private reading. I did run a sale recently where I did 30 minutes for $33 through July 4th for the spring season through July 4th. Next sale is only $50 for 30 minutes, but it is $110 per hour, but you get so much in that hour. We're going through your whole life. You're going to get off that call a different person. 30 minutes ain't, you finna get a little love reading, you finna get an update on what to do next or whatever. Keeping it cute, right? But that hour is a life-changing hour. I guarantee that. And I tend to go over, y'all see how I be talking. So you get your money's worth, but it's a life-changing encounter. 1 hour with me is a life-changing encounter for 110. You pay it, you book it, you good. Um, and if you know you need that hour, you about to hear some stuff. You about to hear some stuff. We gonna confirm it, and you gonna be set off in the right direction. But a lot of people struggle where I struggled too, cutting people out of your energy that's blocking you from your blessings, from the life you want. It's like you gotta let them go. You're like, oh, but that's my mama. What if your mama never wanted you to succeed? You gonna accept that today? What if your sister never wanted you to succeed? What if your brother is kind of passive about you succeeding and just kind of play the quiet role with it? Go along, get along. And what if, you keep getting into relationships where this person was sent to you as a distraction? You gonna let them go? What if you gotta leave that job to get the life you want? Are you gonna do that? I'm only saying the things I've been through, y'all. I had to let it all go. I had to leave it all behind. I had to go alone. I had to make these moves alone. It was hard. It was hard letting go of these relationships, but I had to do it. I wanted my life more than I wanted to be connected to people in my old life. I wanted my new life that Spirit showed me. I wanted it so bad I let go of everything. Everything. The final stop on that was vanity. I let go of the hair too. It'll grow back. My hair grows fast and it's already grown back. But this is all a test. What will you do to get what you want? When this stuff comes in, are you going to be ready? Are you anchored to people that won't let you have nothing because they want it? Energetically, they constantly stealing from you. It's going to constantly fall through your hands. The Spirit's like, I keep letting stuff fall apart in front around so and so you can get the message. Leave them alone. I keep letting it happen this way so you can see. Not to punish you, so you can protect yourself. Okay? So take heed to these warnings when they come out. Don't forget, donate to the channel whenever you can. Sow a seed here if you're being fed here. Right? You pulling up to the table, everyone's send me something. Truly save me. That's what's up. Because you do need tribe, but you don't need to be around people that ain't going to let you make it nowhere. Watch how your finances flow around certain. Your money get funny, them people acting funny behind your back. Spirit trying to show you, let them go. And y'all just let my people go. I can't take nothing seriously. That's my spirit team, really. They just be doing the most. We be over here kicking it. I be watching these movies that randomly pop up on YouTube, and it be like second chance love. And it's like you kind of hard on people when it comes to dating. I was like, I wasn't hard enough. I wouldn't have been jammed up in this last situation. I should have been mean as. I digress. We live and we learn. I love myself. I've been through a lot. Y'all say this mantra with me. I forgive you. It's okay to make mistakes. Life is about learning lessons. I release myself from anything that I've been through because better is coming. I've been through a lot. I got a lot to learn. And it's okay. Just say it's okay. I've been through a lot and I got a lot to learn. But it's okay. I'm going to keep showing up for me. Okay? So just keep showing up for yourself. Keep getting in the mirror and doing that work every day. Don't let too many days go by where you show up for everybody but yourself. Life ain't meant to be that way. Okay? Well, I gave y'all all my spiels, commercial breaks, everything. Y'all know I got ebooks and all of that stuff. Just comment, DM me, whatever. Email me is best. We have a dialogue there. And I be wanting to know who y'all are. So comment on the community tab. We monetize. We ain't trying nothing. We monetizing this channel, y'all. I want this channel monetized in 30 days. I stand on it. My channel is monetized in 30 days. And I'm also Coach Shani. I do I do intuitive messages on my Coach Shani YouTube page. Probably gonna go live over there for a little minute. Do a 10-minute message and get off and go live on TikTok, Coach Shani. So it's not. That's the key. That is the key. Be open to receive in any way it comes. Be open to receive in any way it comes. These 8 wands ain't all pointing exactly the same. They're not lined up like executing in the same spot. It's going to come in different ways. These 8 wands are stacked up. It's coming in different ways, and it's coming in different waves. Water is there significant too. It's coming in different waves, and you can't see it because you might be on the other side of the mountain. You know them videos where somebody about to propose, they be like 10 days until I propose, and the person be standing right there, and they can't see them holding the ring, and they be in the background, and they be making a video like, I'm holding the ring. They don't even know I'm going to propose in 10 days. It's like that. Spirit's like 10 days until your abundance comes, 3 days until your abundance comes, 1 day. And you wake up like, what phone call did I just get? It was that. What? Y'all, so many miracles have been happening for me. I expect a miracle a day. What we doing? What we doing? I expect a miracle a day. You do miracles, I need miracles every day. That's how I expect to live. You run me my stuff. Y'all said I'm meant to have life and life more abundantly. You have plans to prosper me, not to harm me, give me a hope in the future. You restore all the years the locusts have eaten. You restore healing and prosperity unto me. Go ahead and do it right now then. I dare you to call God and them out on their word. Like your spirit guides, your higher self, the source, universe, God. Whoever you pray to, say, I dare you to do a miracle today, since you be doing miracles. Talk to them. If they were in a body and they act like you can talk to them just the same. They ain't just changed their sense of humor. And they got to deal with your goofy butt. So, 4 wands seen there within the sun rays. There they are 4 wands that is not seen. They grow within us. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yep. And I pulled 4 wands during this spread. So, y'all got the get to know me version today, the extended version of this reading. I'm going to try to chop this up into some good shorts as well, because I think this was a good read. I'm always looking for content, and this would be it. And I'll be doing my due diligence and really leveraging it. So y'all gonna see bits and pieces of this full reading in some shorts. I'm gonna get better about doing that for my channel, to draw more people into this message, because I believe there's some people that need to hear it. Confirmation burp. Y'all do not be burping like that. But when Spirit and them be speaking to me, and I be hearing them talk, and then it'll be, that's confirmation. That's the thought. Go with that. Go with this. Go this way. So pay attention to stuff like that going forward. Because once you come over here to me, you're going to start getting confirmation. Once you see me, it's time for a season of confirmation, and go that way. Go that way. Okay? In the card you show. Yep. I don't even know if it come out again. Is it? We'll see next time. But yeah, I was just trying to see if it came back up. All these cards falling on the floor. Let me go make my little chef salad with no turkey, no ham, no ma'am, no thank you. Ain't no my meatless chef salad. I used to mess up some smoked turkey and some bacon bits or something in my salad. Today we just gonna play pretend. Let's play pretend. All right, thank you so much for showing up on the live. Untamed Kings Without Thrones. That's what's up. So I love y'all. Hit me up. Say something on the community tab. Don't y'all act like this channel is alive. Go over there and just say something. Y'all can say something about the live. You can say something about what you're going through. I respond to everything. This is what I do all day. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Be great on purpose.